What's going on, guys? Welcome to Exotics Anonymous. Today we're going to be talking about the new Audi RS6 that's supposed to be coming out. There's been some interesting things coming out recently about the A6 that makes me wonder what's going to make it into the RS6, and some things I'm worried about and some things I'm excited about. So let's jump into the pros and the cons and we'll see where this goes. Now, before we get into that, you can see I'm sitting in my own Audi S6, so I'm very interested to see what this new RS6 looks like. I haven't bought the new RS6 that's in America right now because it's only a wagon and I don't really like wagons. But there is supposed to be an RS6 sedan coming this generation, which is why I'm so interested. So the new A6 just launched about a month ago, and there's a wagon and a sedan variant, of course. And they both look good, I have to say. I like how the front of the car looks on both of them. I don't love wagons, but I think it's a good looking wagon. I like how the sedan looks. I don't think they ruined the A6 look or anything like that, although it's definitely gotten bigger, which is fine. I do like that the base A6 in the United States, you can get a 367 horsepower twin turbo V6 in it. I think that's great that there's a powerful option even for the A6. The last gen, the outgoing Audi A6 had a pretty good top line powertrain. They called it the A6 55. I think that had a 350 horsepower V6, I want to say. So still a powerful car. You're pretty much pushing like S4, S5 horsepower through an A6, so that's nice. So the car's heavier, obviously, that's why. But I'm sure the S6 that comes out will have probably 500-ish horsepower. I think it needs to. I mean, really, an E53 from Mercedes makes 612 horsepower now. So really, they should probably try to get, closer to 600 horsepower out of the S6, but I don't think they're going to do it. And that leaves us for the RS6. Now, the rumor this whole time has been a twin turbo V8 with the hybrid system coming out somewhere near like 770 to 780 horsepower. The same system you see in the new Bentley Continental GT, or that's been in the Porsche Panamera for a little while. And the new Lamborghini Urus SE has it as well. That's the powertrain I'm expecting to see in this RS6. I'm a little worried because recently I've seen rumors saying it's going to be a twin turbo V6 with a hybrid now, which would be very disappointing even if it's the same power. I don't think anybody will buy it if they do that, so hopefully they don't. Or if they do, it'll teach them a lesson, so hopefully they don't do that. But for the enthusiast's sake, but it would be kind of funny to see that car flop, because that's such an iconic car. If they ruin it by putting the wrong engine in it, that'd be huge. But I don't think they're going to do that. I think it's going to be a twin turbo V8, especially given the climate with all these companies bringing big cars back out. Dodge is supposed to bring out a new TRX any day. So I think big engines are here to stay for at least the next 4 years or so. I have seen a couple things that have worried me a bit about this new RS6. Like the sunroof, they have that panoramic roof, which is great, but it doesn't open anymore. Like, why would you not have a sunroof that can open? And they're doing that whole like electrochromatic frosting the glass thing, which is cool, but that's not going to work in like 8 years. Something's going to go wrong with it. So the fact you can't even open the sunroof is very disappointing to me. And honestly, that new interior looks so cheesy. It's all screen. The steering wheel's flat on both sides. I've loved Audi since the second they came out. Obviously, I'm wearing an Audi sweatshirt. I'm sitting in an Audi sports car doing this right now. Whatever they're doing is terrible. The steering wheel's awful. The screens are awful. The executives, I hope you see this video and you switch things up, because you're going to lose real Audi customers. So switch it up. If you want ideas, call me. We can talk about some good ideas I have for you. But they're going the wrong direction right now with this interior. So the interior is not good. The sunroof doesn't open. If the car doesn't have the V8 engine, and first of all, if it's not in a sedan option, I'm already out. But if it does have a sedan option, I still might be out, because I really hate the interior and I don't like that the sunroof doesn't open. It's not sounding good so far. So I'm a little skeptical for how this car is actually going to be when it comes out. I've been following rumors of a Audi RS6 sedan coming out since like 2020. I started asking dealers about it, and obviously they all thought it was crazy, but then a test mule got spotted. So it seems like that car is going to happen, but I just hope it's, how it should be when it comes out, because if they're going to put all this, I don't know, cheesy stuff in there, it's not going to be good. The one thing I think they definitely have going for them is the new BMW M5, especially the sedan, has not been well received because they made the car not look great, and it's very heavy and everything. At the very least, we know the Audi's going to look great, because the outside of this new A6 does look really good, and it's only going to look better as they give it the RS treatment. It almost looks like an RS car in the A format. That's how good of a job they did. So that's going to be great. The car's going to look fantastic. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about their interior design language and some of the features they're going to put in and or not put in. Hopefully the car sounds good. I think it will, because the new Bentley sounds really good with this powertrain, so I'm hoping this RS6 can sound good as well. And another thing they definitely have going for them is this Mercedes situation where they made the E53 with like 612 horsepower, but they weren't going to make another E63, probably for climate reasons or whatever they thought was going to happen politically. But now that sounds like it's not true. They're figuring out a new V8 right now that complies with all the Euro standards, and that'll be back in cars. If I had to guess, we probably won't see another E63 till 2028 model year, maybe 27 if we're lucky. So I think Audi has a window here where if they release this car, the M5 is not getting a lot of love, the E63 is non-existent, they can come out with an RS6 right now and dominate the market. So hopefully that car's coming soon. I bet we don't see it until like early 2026, so like March if I had to guess, maybe if we're lucky, you know, January. But that'll still be before an E63 comes out, and maybe a facelifted M5 will come out around that time. I heard they're trying to rush one out because the first car was so disliked. But Audi has a good chance here to, you know, put the RS6 back on top. The price of this RS6 is also another thing to be concerned about, because an outgoing RS6 performance is like $160,000, which means this new RS6 is probably going to be about $160,000, if not a little more, with all this hybrid stuff. And with the hybrids, these cars are just going to nosedive in terms of values. Like, they're going to be probably 80 grand within 2 years. So it's hard to justify a new one either way, but all new cars are kind of like that. You can't really just, you know, fault Audi for that. Pretty much everything new is just tanking. So that's something to keep in mind, obviously, but Audi still needs to sell the car, so I'm sure they'll try to price it where they think they can get the most profit out of it. I'm sure the car will perform great, because this outgoing RS6 and 7 performance really seems like they figured out how to make a good four-door car. The things were rockets in a straight line. They're faster than like the M5s and the E63s, so it's good to see that. And they sounded great too, which, you know, that first Audi RS6 and 7 that came out, they were kind of numb. They didn't sound that great. They left some stuff to be desired, essentially, which is basically what everyone that drove them said. Like, the car looks great, but it doesn't drive, you know, how an M5 or an E63 does. That RS6 and 7 performance that came out, I think everybody prefers them to an M5 and an E63 now. So hopefully they can just continue that ethos in the next generation here that comes out, even if it's a little heavier because it's a hybrid. I'm sure they can figure it out. But those are just most of my thoughts, as we're still probably about 8 months out from seeing an RS6 or RS7 successor come out. Watching the values closely of the RS6 and 7 performance, because I'm curious to see where those go. That might be the car to buy for a while until these new ones come out and start depreciating, or if they make a great one, maybe it's worth it brand new, but we'll see. So that's just kind of where I'm at. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you listening to my great update, and hopefully we'll have some good news on it. And if not, I'm going to be making more videos, so please subscribe to the channel, like the videos. It helps with the algorithm a lot, and hopefully I'll see you around in another video. Thank you.